Happy Tuesday once again. Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel. Tennessee wraps up another win. What would have been a run rule, but apparently Bellarmine declined the run rule tonight, only to lose in 9 innings, 20-5 to Tennessee tonight. Let's get right into this thing tonight. I was excited to see Marcus Phillips started this game for Tennessee tonight, and his line, he went 2 innings. 2 strikeouts, no hits, no walks, 3 groundouts, 1 fly ball, only 19 pitches in 2 innings. That's a positive, very positive thing for Tennessee, as they need more arms on the weekend. But keep in mind, this team they played tonight is now 6-30 on the season. But you know what it is? It is what it is. You play who you play, you go from there. Phillips took care of business. He didn't walk anybody. That was the big positive tonight. A lot of Tennessee pitchers so far where they've gotten themselves into trouble, and why they cannot be trusted on the weekends is because they've been walking guys. Did not happen with Marcus Phillips tonight. This is a guy who should factor in as a vital part of this bullpen moving forward. Not saying this weekend so much, but as you get into the latter part of the year, as they get into just a huge series this weekend against SEC leading Kentucky. And in some polls, Kentucky jumped them this weekend. Depends on the poll. But lots of guys batted tonight. Lots of pitchers. You had 8 pitchers tonight. Phillips, 2 innings, no runs. Austin Hundley, on the other hand, 1/3, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 hits. No strikeouts, only the 1 fly out, only 8 pitches. He got lit up tonight. That's the thing with some of these young guys. They've been hit and miss a long way. Austin Hundley has certainly been again, a young guy, lots of potential, ups and downs along the way. It's going to happen there. Dylan Loy, 2 1/3, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 4 groundouts, 43 pitches for him. Matthew Dallas went 1 1/3, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. The positive for me with Matthew Dallas is no walks. No walks tonight. 30 pitches. Brady Robertson, 1 inning, no hits, 1 strikeout. Luke Payne went 2/3 of an inning, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Derek Schaefer went 1/3. He had a walk. He had a fly out, 7 pitches. And then J.J. Garcia finished with 1 strikeout, 1 inning, 2 groundouts, 11 pitches. So a lot of young guys, again, make no mistake about it. We've complained about this pitching staff, which nationally ranks around 15th in the country. We're complaining about a pitching staff ranked 15th in the country. It could be much, much worse. Could it be better? Maybe. But I think his pitching staff may be a little better than we give them credit for. Now, do they have some flaws? Yes, absolutely. They're not perfect, but it's still a very solid pitching staff. And, you look at what they did this past weekend against LSU. They had a good weekend. They had a really good weekend with Stamos Friday night, A.J. Causey. You get into Saturday with Drew Beam, with Banky coming out 2 times. Banky moving up to weekend duty. Nate Snead finishing that one off. And then Sunday, Sander Seacrest does his thing. They get into that bullpen a little bit. Banky does his job. Kirby Cannell had some up and down this weekend. And then Aaron Combs come in with 2 strong innings to end that thing. Very, very encouraging for this Tennessee pitching staff and what they're doing. And just in terms of the lineup tonight, I mean, pretty much most guys played. You didn't see, they did give some starters tonight off. You don't see a Christian Moore in there. I'm trying to see who else. Pretty much the rest of your guys were in. You had Cannon Peebles led off. Charlie Taylor coming later. Charlie Taylor with the bomb. 3 RBIs tonight. Blake Burke retakes the all-time home run lead with a grand slam tonight. Robin Villeneuve was in first base right field tonight. I mean, he showed me again tonight why he's not getting at bats on the weekend. He went 1 for 3. He had 2 walks. He had a strikeout looking. Bases were loaded. He takes a curveball right down the middle. I'm not in his shoes. I'm not watching that at bat. To me, it didn't look like that filthy of a curveball. It looked like it was a hanger to me, and he sat and watched it. You cannot do that, Robin Villeneuve. If you're going to get in this lineup, you want to get back into it. I mean, over the weekend, you were behind Bradkey Laurie in the pinch hit order. This was a guy who couldn't do much earlier in the year, and hats off to Bradkey because he had an awesome at bat Sunday against LSU. He got on base, and then when Cal Stark hit that fly ball that got caught up in the wind, Laurie's hustle, he come all the way from first, scored that run. Villeneuve's getting passed because of stuff like tonight, letting a hanger go. Good hitter like him should be really unleashing on that pitch. Again, I'm not in his shoes. I'm not a professional hitter. I'm not a college hitter, none of that stuff. But from my eye, from what I've looked on it, that is a pitch. When it hangs like that one, you should really do some damage. Worst case, foul it off. If he fouls it off, I have no problem. The fact that he turns his shoulder and watches it and walks to the dugout, I don't like that. I don't like it on that pitch. Amick, 0 for 3, an RBI, 2 walks. Ethan Payne got a couple of at-bats. Kavaris Tears had a home run. Kobe Backus had his patented midweek home run. Reese Chapman, a couple of home runs tonight as well. Hunter Inslee was not in tonight. I was trying to place who else it was. Inslee got the night off. I'm still having to, and Chapman, my goodness, what a play he had out in right field tonight. Insane diving catch that he had. I'm just having a problem, especially against right-handers. I understand why Hunter Inslee is in the lineup over Reese Chapman. Somebody's got to explain that one to me. Lowry, I mean, hey, this guy's confidence has got to be going 2 for 2 tonight, 2 RBIs and a double. Good for him. Good for him hanging in there with it. Hunter High, you see him in. Dylan Dreiling 0 for 2. He did have 2 walks. Talked about, let's see, Dean Curley 1 for 3. He had a walk, 2 runs scored. Get on down. Dalton Bargo, a couple RBIs. Alex Perry, a couple hits, a couple RBIs. Ariel Antigua, 3 for 5. RBI and a walk tonight. Only 6 strikeouts. I say only. For Tennessee baseball, that's pretty good. So, pretty good night out of this batting order. 20-5. Blowout city. So, where does this team go from here? Well, it's a big one. It is a big one. Kentucky, 1 loss in the SEC, leading the SEC in polls, depends on where that. Kentucky's top 5, Tennessee's top 5, pretty much unanimously in all polls. Where they rank in that order, it's going to depend on the poll you look at. But let's make no mistake about it. When Tennessee goes up to Lexington this weekend, this is a huge, huge series. Even if they sweep Kentucky, they're still a game out of first place in the standings. Now, in the grand scheme, does it matter? I don't know, because if you take care of business throughout the season, odds are you get to host a regional, and you want to be in that top 8, so you host a super regional. Now, where it comes into play is based on placement for Omaha. All right, because they're going to seed them according to who do you not want to be matched up with is the question. If you're good enough, I don't think you care. But, you look at that team that could pose a matchup issue. That's where it all comes into play at, really. You host a regional, fine. You host a super regional. If you're in line for that, you're good. Omaha, which if you're Tennessee baseball, this is your goal. National championship goal. It's not good enough. Let me rephrase that. It is good enough if you get to Omaha, but this team's goal should be winning it all. Is there any shame if they don't? No, absolutely not. But based on where Tennessee's been the last few years in baseball, based on where this program's going, your goal every year right now, based on what Tony Vitello and company have built, should be to win it all. That should be the goal. It shouldn't be national championship or bust, but or national championship or failure, so to speak. But at the same time, your goal should be nothing short of a national championship. Bring you more coverage this weekend with post-game recaps. Lady Vols coverage has amped up, and I cannot stress and state how much just this little bit of Lady Vols coverage has meant to this channel. It is like propelled this channel to a level I have not anticipated this early. This channel is extremely far ahead of the pace that I anticipated. And it was doing good already, predominantly basketball, baseball, a little bit of football. Adding in that Lady Vols coverage added an aspect to this channel that has shocked me. It's been awesome. It's been great. Frank rocks all in on Lady Vols coverage moving forward, as the response has been phenomenal. It has been unreal what it's done. This thing's building, and it is due to you guys. It is due. You know, if there's no support, if there's no demand, this is pointless to do. Thank you all. Make sure you like this. You share it. If you have not already and you like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is free. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. You have a great Wednesday. My name's Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel. Last but not least, and always, go Vols.